Like I lost my soul. Where did my mind go? Raise your hand if you lost your mind recently. Man, all my friends they left me at the party. I'm so used to being alone. Overthinking is my drug of choice. I'm prone to overdose. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I know the end is near. I know I have no fears. I can't help but feel a little lost. Never been here before. And that's headspace for y'all. Thank you. Thank you. This next song I already have out. It's not really in my revolutionary bag. It's more romantic, but however, we freaked it a little bit to be a little more angsty. So I hope y'all like it. This is So Far Gone. I'm gonna ask for some crowd participation later. How you doing? How's your day? Hey, drummers, more than welcome to join in. Should we meet at your place on mine? 20 to 3, 9, never waited so fine. You make it feel so easy. Do you like to keep the way I do to you? Can't take it with you, tease me. Baby, take it easy. We can take it slow. I can run for you, for you, for you. Love you down slow. When you go down, oh, it's so we're so far gone. We're so far gone. I want to see some heads banging right now. I'm looking. She's doing it. They're doing it. You make it feel so inside. take it inside. That's so fun. This next song is Oh, I Have Water. Beautiful. I hope y'all stay hydrated today. This next song I wrote just a few months ago after this fake king was elected. And, you know, it's called Feel You. And I was really feeling like, oh, this is the reflection. Let me not get off topic. Has it ever occurred to any of y'all, raise your hands, that we might be at the edge of humanity? Damn! Y'all more existential than I thought. No, I'm just kidding. No, really though. Given how we've defiled the earth, we've, you know, corrupted its resources, we're poisoning our water, it's only a matter of time, right? And that's kind of what this song is about. I start off saying, my love, part of me feels like we're at the end. We don't have any time to pretend. Because if we're gonna live here at the end of humanity, the very least we can do is try to correct the course, right? Very least, very least. And this song is kind of a reflection of being in those feelings, being in that headspace, and knowing that if I were to die tomorrow, if humanity were to cease to exist next week, I want to die feeling. I want to die with the people I love. I want to go with the people that mean something to me. And that's what this song is about. Not to mention that the only way I think that we can make sense of our existence at this point is to have joy. Joy, dance, song, community. Because if we're at the end, those are the only things that we have. Truly, we don't have property, we don't have resources, we don't have water, but we have joy, and we have dance, and we have song. And that's enough sometimes. My life, part of me feels like we're at an end. There's no time to love. We don't have no time not to pretend. Whoa, saw your eyes flash under the lights. Those dancing shadows in the night. Come put your heart next to mine. I just wanna feel you. Meet me on the dance floor. I just wanna feel you until I can't feel no more, no more. I just wanna feel you. Meet me on the dance floor. I just wanna feel it until I can't feel no more. Love you so strong, your love. So blue, baby, I am sure. Somewhere I splash into the lights. The fancy shadows in the night. Come put your heart next to mine. I just wanna meet me on the dance floor. I just wanna until I give you no more, no more. You meet me on the dance floor. I just wanna feel it all till I can't no more, no more. That was Feel You, y'all. I'm actually so excited for this next song because I wrote this song for Palestine! Free Palestine, man! Free Gaza! How long? Like, neocolonialism sucks! What the fuck? Can't believe we're still doing this shit 400 years later!
Unsurprisingly, marshalling the hustler.
So, This song is called Found.
Oh, nice.
I wrote it because, you know, America, Western countries in general, we have this obsession with individualism and finding ourselves, right? Like, you go to college, you're trying to find yourself, or like, we spend damn near all of our 20s in existential misery because we're trying to find ourselves, and we're trying to find out who we are, and find out what we like, and find out all these things about ourselves. But the thing, what I was reflecting on is, there are so many, you know, people, human beings that are never found because they died, because they were murdered, because they were kidnapped. Like, look at our indigenous women. Like, come on. Like, some people are never found. And we spend so much time obsessed with ourselves and obsessed with our own life. It's like, come on, man. There are bodies that are never found. We got bigger things to worry about than what you want to major in. Come on. So, that's what this song is about. I produced this track, and I hope you enjoy.
I don't have regular.
Dream about it, yeah, the partners never found. Maybe it's been feeling like a nightmare, 30,000 reasons why I'm quite scared. Silence all around.
I know it's against our best practices, but I really want you to swing around, do a 360 of this crowd, and then bring it back. Oh, I thought you said how. And I was like, I thought that's what this was for. I don't know. Yeah.
I close my eyes and wanna scream about it, but nothing's coming out. Distractions, they walk and fool us all around the drama. They falsely picture just like Dalai Lama. I think that I should go and call my mama, cause we're so fucked. What's the point of being There's no point of being fall in the dark and run in the dirt, so wait, there's no point of being found. Stop fighting yourself, like, stop. We got other shit to worry about. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry for yelling at you guys, I'm just fucking mad. I'm so mad. I'm mad at y'all though, I swear. We're almost done our time here. I think we got a couple more songs or one more song. Oh, cool. 4 or 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes.
Thank you. Don't worry, your picture does not get shown on social media. Oh, you don't care. It's okay.
We're gonna bring it back to original music. Is it doing Truth or Guts? This is an original that I have. I released the EP, y'all, like a few months ago. And this song is on that EP. It's my first EP ever. I'm an independent artist. Shit is not easy. Shit is not cheap. But it will get done. Baby, I've been losing sleep. I just don't know what to think. I need to know. You can tell me if it's not too much. I think you should. Just a text or two. I just gotta hear from you. You really a voice you're missing me too. You make me feel that my pieces of love you traded up just for a bit of your company. Cut it off for my lonely, but you make me feel so. I can't say that I'm ready.
Little help.
To be exclusive, but
Put your phone in your pocket.
that I'm having, yeah, they are intrusive now.
Grab this and
These
pull.
thoughts of you are intrusive. These thoughts of you are intrusive. I miss those nights when you would hit my line. That's what I'm doing. Think I could you sometime. I come over for a day, maybe watch a couple flicks. Maybe touch you like while I'm biting on your lips. Oh, you make me feel that my pieces of luxury traded out just for the love your company. No. Didn't y'all love that ending? That ending was beautiful. Cool. This is my last song, everybody. Thank you so much thank you. And I'd like to say this song was actually written by a good friend of mine. Her name is Medea Ramos. She's an Afro-Latina mariachi singer, player from New York. She founded the first woman mariachi band in New York. Yeah, she's really dope. She helped mentor me into finding the first woman mariachi band here in Detroit. That's my band. Thank you. Mariachi started in Detroit. I found it when I was 16. And we've been going great, you know? And so this is her song. And if we could possibly be as quiet as possible, I kind of want to do this song as for all of the families going through deportations right now. This song is called Regresa Ya, which translates to return already. Like, please return. And I'm getting chills, and I hope I don't cry, because it's a very emotional song. And I just think that it's needed in this moment. I hope you enjoy it. Hoy estoy perdida en el recuerdo, sufriendo dolor, porque tú estás lejos de mí. No entiendo ya cuál fue la razón de tu partir. Suplico al cielo poder vivir con esta historia dentro de mí. ¿Dónde estarás? Regresa ya. No puedo más. Tanto esperación dejaste en mí. Te llevas todo, todito, todo de mi corazón. She wrote, when you go, you took everything. You took my heart. died. I think that's God's sign that the work was done. I think that's time for us to switch over to why we're all here. You know, I'm a big believer in signs, so I think that was it. So thank you all so much for listening to my set. I see my name is Camila Cantu. You can find me on all platforms, CAMILACANTU. And yeah, connect with me. You know, this is probably like the biggest Detroit crowd I've played for, which is really cool. So yeah, I'll see you all out there.
Let's hear it one more time for Camilla! Alrighty. Well, we're here. We made it out. Holy cow. Parking was a nightmare, I'm sure, for some of you, but you made it out here anyways. And we're here because we say there are no kings. And we want ICE out of Detroit. All right, let's do some housekeeping and all that. If anyone is causing you trouble, find someone in a high-vis vest. As you witnessed, we were able to walk someone right on out of here. And we'll keep doing that for the rest of the day. We're ready to deal with them. All right, we're in... Yeah, I know. All right, there's a lost dog with no tag, no anything. Does anyone have a... What, is that like a wiener, a chihuahua? A wiener dog. It's a chihuahua. All right, sorry, back to business. Well, we're here in Southwest to protect and show our support for the immigrant community. I can't stop saying it. Fuck ICE! Fuck Trump! Hell yeah! All right, and we'll be more housekeeping. Tables. There are organizations that came here to put this together. Please learn about what's going on in your city. Get involved with local activists, because coming out here today is not enough. I want to see you again. I want to see you in the streets. I want to see you talking to your city councilors, your representatives, and so on. And we have to be out there fighting ICE every step of the way in this damn city. With all that said, I'd like to introduce RG up to the stage for some spoken word. Hey, RG.
What's up, Clark Park? Thank you all. You could be anywhere in the fucking world right now, and you are here defending each other. Give it up for yourselves. Much like beautiful Camilla, this is the largest crowd I've ever performed for, so thank you so much. The energy the crowd gives us is the energy that we can give y'all. So my name is RG. For those that don't know me, I'm a poet, a speaker, a mover, a shaker. For those of you that do know me, let's get this shit shaking. When I say fuck, you say ICE. Fuck! Fuck! When I say justice, you say peace. Justice! Peace! Justice! Peace! Let's go. The title of this poem is called Poetic Injustice. Power lies behind the tongue, cruel and unusual punishment, trying to beat the rat. Beating around the bush, behind bars, misunderstood, hear the clank and the clap. Held hostage by a sentence, Declaration of Independence. How to get away with murder. Run on sentences, run. Take no prisoners, none. Drop the iron hammer. Land of the thieves, home of the blame. Cue the blood-spangled banner. Politically incorrect, poetic injustice, Justice is blind. Justice is blind. Justice is blind. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, can you hear me? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, can you hear me? Mic check my bags at the airport. This ain't no rare sport, these random checks are their favorite. Smiling as they profiling, we rock, scissor, paper it, taking our chances. Dodging gun clutches and glances, questions and answers, mic check, you're fucking racist. Us under surveillance. 2, mic check, 1 2, yes Mike, I packed those bags myself, mic check, 1 2, no Mike, they haven't been out of my possession, this search session is not needed. You proceeded to ask if that was really my father, he's just more brown than you, he repeated, Mike couldn't believe it, mic check, 1 2, mic check, fuck Mike. Mic check, 1 2, yes Mike, that is my father, no Mike, I wasn't adopted, mic check. Mic check, I'm pale like Mike, but I'm not enough white, too foreign to be ignored with a name like Argentina, don't know if I'm Latina or Arab. Either way, you change your whole demeanor on your racist radar, cause I'm an in-betweener. Mic check, 1 2, mic check, hey yo Mike, who the fuck gonna check you? Thank you. This next piece is titled Brutal. I said we owe the victims of violence the disruption of the American tradition. It's our ancestral recognition that this is not the life we're meant to live in. Don't get me wrong, this is our lineage mission to persist in the faces of Zionist politicians, fascinating the fools and muzzling the intelligent, forceful regiment evident an estimate of our moral compass. The path to justice is in our resistance. The distance one will go for mere existence. Alive in the faces of martyrs, they're murdered, 14,000 of them children. Funded by the American citizen. 4K images flooding my phone screen, painted immigrants as criminals, the MAGA propaganda proceeds. Fuck Donald Trump. I said, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck the police too. Fuck the police twice. Cause Detroit and LA didn't withstand the fires to be brought down by ICE. This liberation will be a production. This is just rehearsal. The earth is littered with the ruins of empires that believed they were eternal. With all your vengeance in you, resist. With all the joy in you, resist. With all of our ancestors in you, resist. This isn't just poetry. This is revolution, and it's been televised. Spread your smile wide and look in the eyes and evil of say cheese. Cause these are all my siblings, and if you're taking them, you're taking me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Without further ado, I don't know if there's anyone after me, but thank you all. I love you all. Let's fucking do this thing.
Let's hear for Angie one more time. Fuck Trump! Fuck ICE! All right, next up we have the lovely Katrina from Indivisible. Let's hear it.
Hello, Detroit! You are my kind of people! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! My name is Katrina Mineta, and I am the co-founder of Indivisible Macomb Defenders Rising. I stand here before you today unapologetically in opposition to this corrupt administration. Thank you for your courage in being here today. This week I watched videos of the horrors happening across the country. I heard the sounds of babies crying for their mothers. I saw the military deployed against my friends. I read about a senator silenced and handcuffed for asking questions. They've defied our courts, kidnapped Americans, disappeared people in our streets. They've attacked our civil rights and slashed our services, all while orchestrating a massive tax giveaway to their billionaire friends. The corruption has gone too far. Quote, terrible things are happening outside. Poor, helpless people are being dragged out of their homes. Families are torn apart. Men, women, and children are separated. Children come home from schools and parents have disappeared. Anne Frank said that in 1943. But you know what? I can't tell the difference between 1943 and 2025. No one should be disillusioned by what is happening in our country now. Let's name it. It's fascism. In 1776, 56 brave individuals risked their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to defy King. Today we face a similar threat. 250 years later, we have a man in the White House who wants to crown himself a king. President Trump has already indicated that he's aiming for at least a third term. And now he's got a self-aggrandizing military parade in Washington, D.C. His birthday celebration, it's expected to cost millions of our tax dollars, all while Republicans claim there's no money for Social Security, SNAP, or Medicaid. They flood the zone and they deploy the National Guard to terrorize us. That is not democracy. It's an empire tightening its grip, daring us to comply. They want us silent. They want us quiet. They want us obedient. But let me tell you something, friends. There is only one reason for that. They are afraid of us. We are the inheritors of revolution, and we are a nation of a long history of the people prevailing. The American idea was founded on the belief that governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute a new government. That is the American idea, the gift of self-correction by the people, for the people. So we will not comply. We reject the rules of oligarchs. We renounce the false promises of a system built on oppression. We do not answer to corruption, coercion, or cowards who fear the power of the people. We are the ones who remember that justice is not given, it is taken. We do not answer to tyrants, we answer to each other. Let us be clear. This country was built on the blood and labor of indigenous people, of enslaved black people, of immigrants who are forced to fight for their place in the land of the free. So when they tell our friends that they don't belong here, we tell them no one is illegal on stolen land. before you today unapologetically in solidarity with black and brown, undocumented folks, Muslim folks, Palestinian folks, disabled folks, indigenous folks, queer folks, working class folks, immigrant folks, survivors of violence, oppressed women, trans and non-binary folks, and the marginalized communities. In 1776, we declared our independence from a king. In 2025, we will declare our future with no kings. Our revolution will be one of peace, love, not hate, justice, not violence. And we will build a country that is finally for all of us. Not just rich, not just for the powerful, not just for the whites, not for the kings. We will build a multiracial democracy that this country has always meant to be. A democracy where all people are equal. We won't bow to tyranny. We'll no longer let injustice stand. We will build a better future for our children, for every generation to come. And we will stand together. We will be free at last. Because I don't know about you, but somewhere I read that all men are created equal. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those rights, they're not for the wealthy few, not for those in power, not for kings and tyrants, but for every single one of us. And kings and tyrants, tribalism and conflict, world wars and revolutions, shifting borders and collapsing dynasties, slavery and colonialism, there's one constant. The rise and the fall of authoritarian regimes has always been a part of our shared humanity. But we know the truth. Those who fight for justice prevail. Thank you, Detroit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage and showing up today. This means everything. This is what we need to do. And we have to take this from this event into our neighborhoods, talk with your friends and family, call your congressman, show up on social media, keep doing the work. We will prevail.
Let's hear it up for Katrina! She made a very good point at the end there. We don't leave anyone behind. We don't leave immigrants behind. We don't leave trans people behind. We don't sacrifice anyone for an electoral win. All right. Next up, we have James with General Strike, and this one's going to be co-translated. Cut.
All right, everybody, let's start this off with a new chant. I'm going to say, we will, you say resist. We will! Resist! We will! Resist! We will! Resist! My name is James Bald, and I'm with General Strike U.S.
Me llamo James Bond y estoy con General Strike U.S.
Today, we are here to resist the fascist regime.
Aquí estamos hoy para resistir el régimen fascista
and their boot on the throat of our immigrant communities that is ICE.
y su bota en el cuello de nuestros vecinos inmigrantes con ICE.
I have been thinking a lot about this hell, boiling and festering in this country.
He estado pensando mucho de este infierno que se está hirviendo en este país.
The fires that our immigrant neighbors have bore the brunt of, it has me thinking of an ill-suited saying lately.
Los fuegos que han endurado las personas inmigrantes me tienen pensando de algo, un dicho hoy.
That saying is, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Ese dicho es, el camino al infierno está pavimentado con buenas intenciones.
I say, fuck that!
Yo digo, joder eso.
It has been made clear to us these past 6 months that the road to hell in this country is paved by fascist hate.
Para mí está claro que el camino al infierno en este país está pavimentado con odio y fascismo.
Each brick of that road to hell is paved by our brothers, our sisters, our fathers, our mothers, and our neighbors.
Cada ladrillo en ese pasillo, en ese camino al infierno está pavimentado con nuestros hermanos, hermanas, vecinos.
As Kilmar Obrega Garcia was trafficked to a concentration camp in a foreign country, they laid down one brick.
Cuando Alfredo García lo transfirieron a una cárcel en otro país, ese fue el primer ladrillo.
As they brought him back to face trial for crimes he didn't commit, they laid down one more.
Cuando lo regresaron con cargos de crímenes que él no cometió, pusieron otro ladrillo en ese camino.
They kidnapped Rumeja Otzer for writing an article, another brick.
Se robaron a una muchacha, Aisha, por escribir un artículo. Ese fue otro ladrillo en el camino.
The raids in New York, Chicago, LA, and Detroit, brick after brick after brick after brick.
Las redadas en New Jersey, Chicago, Los Ángeles y Detroit, ladrillo tras ladrillo tras ladrillo en el camino al infierno.
Today, I want to remind you that those bricks are laid down by the hands of those who raised Trump to power.
Yo les quiero informar hoy que las personas que hicieron eso posible, poner cada ladrillo, son la gente que apoyó a Trump y lo dejó llegar a poder.
They act from their own bigotry.
Actúan de su propia actuar en lo que les dice.
Each time they come for one of us,
Cada que vienen por uno de nosotros,
whether it's organized to defy their hateful regime,
aunque sea organizadores que dividen su régimen cruel,
the LGBT community,
la comunidad LGBTQ
or immigrant communities just trying to survive,
o comunidades inmigrantes que solamente están queriendo sobrevivir.
is just another brick on their path to power paved to satiate their hatred.
Es otro ladrillo en el camino para saciar su odio.
All while we have cried out to the power, hoping someone will come and save us from this tyranny, we must accept the brutal truth.
No podemos estar esperando que alguien venga y nos salve de esta tiranía. Tenemos que aceptar la verdad brutal.
That nobody is coming to save us.
Nadie va a venir a salvarnos.
We cannot fight this evil alone.
No podemos pelear este odio malo solos.
No valiant knight will ride in to fight the evils because they will be crushed by the same boot just the same. Sorry. No valiant knight will ride in to fight the evils because they will be crushed by the boot just the same.
Ningún charro valiente puede venir a salvarnos porque lo van a matar con la misma bota que a todos nos ponen.
Do not falter.
No se esperen.
Nobody will come to save us, not because there are those willing to stand by you and help.
Porque hay muchas personas al lado de ustedes que van a poder estar para ayudar.
We will be saved by the daily labor of building resilience within our communities.
Nos vamos a salvar por el trabajo cotidiano de trabajar día a día en nuestras comunidades
To oppression and tyranny.
contra la opresión y la tiranía.
It is within resilience,
Es en esa resiliencia,
built through organizing our communities and standing together, that we can find another path.
crecido por nuestras comunidades, nuestras organizaciones y nosotros organizando para hacer otro camino,
A path to freedom.
un camino a la libertad,
A path built by our communities,
un camino construido por nuestras comunidades,
built using mutual aid and with solidarity.
hecho con ayuda mutua y solidaridad.
It is now I call on you to join the general strike.
Es ahora que yo les pido que se unan a la huelga general.
For our goal isn't simply to organize the largest general strike in the history of this country.
Queremos organizar la huelga más grande de este país.
We plan to network with community organizers and help build food pantries, support networks, community gardens, and if need be, community defense.
Vamos a juntarnos con organizadores de las comunidades a hacer
The general strike, home and hoping for revolution.
Es más importante todo esto, organizar y hacer fuentes de comunidad que estar esperando la revolución en tu casa.
It is sowing the fibers of resilience to tyranny within our country.
Estamos sembrando las fibras de resiliencia en nuestro país.
This organization's goal is revolutionary change.
Esto es más que un movimiento, es una organización para hacer cambio revolucionario.
Join us, organize, and we will.
Únanse con nosotros, organicen y nosotros vamos.
We will.
Vamos.
Now, before I leave, I have one more thing I want to leave you with.
Antes de que me vaya, tengo una cosa más para dejar con ustedes.
As my comrades come up to speak about the very lives taken to pave the path to hell,
Mis comentarios hablan de muchas de las vidas que se han tomado para el pavimento del camino del infierno.
I want everyone here to remember that the path to freedom is not gone.
Yo quiero a todos que se acuerden que el camino a la libertad no se ha ido.
When they tell you of the machines built to destroy our communities,
Cuando dicen que la máquina está hecha para destruir nuestras comunidades,
I do not want you to think, what can I do?
no quiero que piensen qué es lo que yo puedo hacer,
But to think, what can my community do?
pero quiero que piensen qué puede hacer mi comunidad.
I want you to ask, how do we all stand together and resist?
Quiero que pregunten cómo nos unimos y nos paramos juntos para resistir.
Because that is what we're here to do today. Resist!
Porque eso es lo que estamos haciendo aquí hoy, resistiendo.
We will! Resist! We will!
Resist.
We will!
Alrighty, one more time for James. And his infinite patience while the microphone cut out on him. Wow. Viva la raza! Fuck ICE! Fuck Trump! Alright, Lindsay, get over here. What are you doing over there? Alright, next up we have Lindsay from 5051.
Hello, Clark Park. Like Michael said, I am Lindsay from 50501 Michigan.
Como dijo Michael, soy Lindsay de 50501 Michigan.
I am a lifelong Detroiter.
Yo nací y crecí en Detroit toda mi vida.
And it is an honor to stand in front of you today.
Es un honor estar frente de ustedes hoy.
Over 100 years ago, not far from where we're standing,
Hace más de 100 años, no tan lejos de donde estamos parados,
Henry Ford promised workers $5 a day to come and man his assembly lines.
Henry Ford le prometió a los trabajadores $5 al día para venir a manejar las líneas de montaje.
Immigrants flocked to Detroit from all over the world, and they were ready to work. They were ready to learn. They were ready to build better lives for their families.
Inmigrantes de todo el mundo llegaron a Detroit en masa. Estaban listos para trabajar, para aprender, para forjar una nueva vida para ellos y sus familiares.
Many were able to do just that.
Muchos lograron precisamente eso.
A little known fact about Henry Ford, though. He didn't like Greek immigrants.
Un dato que mucha gente no sabe de Henry Ford, no le caían los inmigrantes griegos.
He thought that they were loud and he thought that they were lazy. He thought that they lacked potential.
Pensaba que eran ruidosos y perezosos y que no tenían potencial.
So, what did they do when they found themselves barred from Ford's factories?
Entonces, ¿qué fue lo que hicieron con estos inmigrantes griegos cuando se les prohibió la entrada a las fábricas de Ford?
They built their own communities. They opened businesses. They opened restaurants. Because that is what immigrants do. They adapt when they are faced with difficulty.
Construyeron sus propias comunidades, abrieron negocios y restaurantes. Se adaptaron ante el juicio y a pesar de las puertas cerradas cambiaron la cara de esta ciudad, porque eso es lo que hacen los inmigrantes.
That little bit of history, it makes me smile when I walk through Greek town and when I look up at the towering casino and I remember that it ended up not mattering what one racist, albeit very powerful man thought.
Ese pedacito de historia me hace sonreír cuando paso por Greektown y veo el imponente casino. Qué poco importó al final que pensará un hombre racista, aunque poderoso.
I need those smiles now, those little victories, because never have I been so afraid as I have been in the last 5 months.
Necesito esas sonrisas, esas sonrisitas, porque nunca he tenido tanto miedo como en los últimos 5 meses.
As the laws that were written to protect everyone on American soil were broken, as I watched the footage of people kidnapped off the streets or from their jobs or on their way to school and detained without justification.
Mientras las leyes que se escribieron para proteger a todos en el suelo estadounidense están quebradas, y no solo quebrantadas, pistoleadas, totalmente ignoradas, mientras veo las imágenes de las personas secuestradas en la calle o sus trabajos o caminan a la escuela o detenidos sin justificación.
As I read about immigrants being shipped to concentration camps in foreign countries, and not even the countries of their birth, I was terrified for them. And that, of course, is the point. To terrify, to terrorize.
Mientras leí sobre inmigrantes enviados a campos de concentración en países extranjeros y que ni siquiera son sus países de nacimiento, sentí terror por ellos. Ese es, por supuesto, el objetivo, aterrorizar, aterrorizar. He visto como la retórica republicana ha tildado de ilegal a cualquier inmigrante, ni tener padres o lo que sean.
I have watched as Republican rhetoric has branded anyone in this country with an accent or brown skin illegal, while they continually break the law.
He visto como los republicanos dicen que cualquier persona de piel morena o con acento,
It is not illegal.
cuando las pandillas, la guerra o la hambre asolan tu hogar. Estados Unidos decidió hace mucho tiempo, tras el horrendo horror de negar asilo a los...
America decided long ago, in the wake of the horrendous error in denying asylum to Jews fleeing Europe during Hitler's reign, that we would never repeat that mistake. That we would always look at asylum. We wrote it into our laws.
Estados Unidos decidió hace mucho tiempo, tras el horrendo error de negar asilo a los judíos que huían de Europa durante el régimen de Hitler, que nunca repetiríamos ese error, lo incluíamos en nuestra ley.
So the refusal to process new asylum claims now, that is illegal. Stripping away due process, that is illegal.
Negarse a procesar nuevas solicitudes de asilo, eso es ilegal.
Taking away congressionally approved money dedicated to sheltering immigrants and helping them on their path to citizenship, and instead funding it into ICE to terrorize our communities, is illegal.
Tomar fondos aprobados por el Congreso destinados a albergar a inmigrantes y ayudarlos en su camino hacia la ciudadanía y en cambio gastarlos en más agentes de ICE para perturbar a nuestras comunidades, eso es ilegal.
And I know that this is exhausting. I do. I know that watching cruelty prevail and politicians stay silent or worse, cheer this on, is painful. But do not mistake your exhaustion for error. Do not let this disregard for the law and this chaos make you think that you are mistaken or that all is lost. Do not doubt at all. Do not let doubt in. You are not an alarmist. The alarm is blaring.
Sé que es agotador ver cómo prevalece la crueldad y los políticos guardan silencio, o peor aún, la alientan, pero no confundan su agotamiento con un error. No dejen que este caos y este desprecio por la ley los convenzan que están equivocados o de que todo está perdido. No dejen que la duda nos invada. No son alarmistas. La alarma está sonando.
I have seen it firsthand. At the McNamara courthouse this Wednesday, 7 people were arrested by ICE at their immigration hearing. I was there. I saw the National Guard in our street. This is happening right here.
Lo he visto de primera mano. Este miércoles en el juzgado del edificio McNamara, 7 personas fueron arrestadas por ICE en sus audiencias de inmigración.
It is being carried out here. It is now. And witnessing it with my own eyes. The fear that I mentioned before, the terror for my friends, my coworkers, my neighbors, my country, it turned into something else. It turned into resolve.
Estos métodos racistas y deliberadamente brutales se están llevando a cabo aquí mismo en Detroit. Para nuestros ciudadanos, para presenciarlo con mis propios ojos, este miedo que mencioné, ese terror, para mis amigos, mis compañeros de trabajo, mis vecinos, mi país, se convirtió en algo más que el miedo lo paralice. Determinación, se convirtió en un clamor innegable por justicia.
It turned into an undeniable howl for justice. And I beg you, my friends, recognize this. See this cruelty for what it is. Name it. See what is actively trying to take root in our city and say no. Say enough. Say never.
Les ruego, amigos, no permitan que el miedo los paralice, no dejen que los detengan. Vean esta crueldad como lo que es, vean esa injusticia como lo que es. Reconozcan y nombran lo que está intentando arriesgarse activamente en nuestra ciudad y di no, di basta, nunca.
Nunca. The alarm blaring, that is your conscience. That is your humanity. It is telling you what you already know. You are witnessing the destruction of our most fundamental rights to due process, to free speech, to being a country of immigrants, and we must fight it tooth and nail or be forever changed as a city and as a country.
La alarma que suena es tu conciencia, es tu humanidad y te está diciendo lo que ya sabes, incluso si tienes demasiado miedo de enfrentarlo. Lo que está sucediendo aquí es profunda, fundamental y aborreciblemente malo y debemos luchar con uñas y dientes o cambiaremos para siempre como ciudad y como país.
It sounds so much more beautiful when she says it. You don't have to translate that. So let me just pose this question. What do we do? How do we fight? We come together. We look to each other. We support each other. And that looks different for everyone. We fix our immigrant neighbor's headlight so that he is not pulled over by the police on his way to work. There are so many ways to fight. We sign our general strike cards, and when the time comes, we strike. Every organization here today can give you tools to fight. You do not have to come up with solutions on your own. You need them, but more than that, they need you. They need accountants. They need artists. You have something to contribute, and we need you. So do not leave here today without a plan. Please, talk to these people, find a group and join it, and together we will fight. I'm going to leave you on this note. This is Detroit. We are creative. We are resilient. We are a community, and we protect our own, and we suffer no kings. So, if this fascist regime wants our brothers and sisters, they will go through us to get them. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Lindsay! We have a surprise, very short little speech here to be provided by someone in the... Get him over here, get him over here, get it, come on, there we go, look at that suit, what a fine gentleman. All right. I am Rogelio Landin, a 50-year advocate for our community here in Southwest. President of the League of United Latin American Citizens, the largest Hispanic civil rights organization in America. And I am here quite simply, this is impromptu, this is unexpected, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to address each and every one of you, guardians of our civil rights, guardians of our Constitution, guardians of our communities, in terms of what we do. Give yourselves a hand, please. Give me one moment to put my cheaters on. Or I don't really have the time to go through this list, but let me say this. I have in my hand a list from the NAACP of every major civil rights organization in America who has signed their name to supporting the resistance against what is happening on the immigration front in America today. I have in my hand from SEIU, of which David Huerta was arrested in California, the state director of SEIU, nationally is with us and labor as well to protect and guard the rights of our citizens, our would-be citizens, even our undocumented who still have the right to due process. Quite simply, thank you for joining the fight. Thank you for being the surrogates for the people who couldn't be here for fear of being identified, harassed, and hauled off. All of you and all of the yous that aren't here, that wanted to be here, that could be, should be, and will be here next time, let us not forget that resistance like this is what makes things happen that happened earlier today, which is a guidance issued by the president to ICE to stop raiding farms, to stop raiding hotels, to stop raiding restaurants, because the employers, the real criminals in all of this are the employers. It's not against the law to accept a job, but it is against the law to offer one and give one. If they're going to collect undocumented workers, they need to collect the people who gave them the job in the first place.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to address you. My time is up. I'll probably run over. God bless you for being here. And let us not give up. We're just starting this fight. And we're going to finish it. Let's hear it! Fuck Trump! Fuck guys!
All right, the next person speaking today, the star of the show, the most important person today, it's actually me. All right, but I am speaking, though I'm not the most important. Well, we're all equally important. It's important we fight hard. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Michael Musinski, and I'm a member of Students for a Democratic Society at Wayne State University.
Hola a todos, soy el doctor Michael Musinski y miembro de los Estudiantes por una Sociedad Demócrata en la Universidad de Wayne State.
I stand before you today as a recent graduate who has witnessed his opportunities and those of his peers melt away with the defunding of the sciences, the targeting of pro-Palestine protesters by Wayne State administration, and Trump's increased attacks on international and immigrant students. Shame! Shame!
Me presento hoy ante ustedes como un recién graduado que ha presenciado como sus oportunidades y las de sus compañeros que se esfumaban con la destinación de ciencias, los ataques y manifestaciones pro-Palestina por parte de la administración de Wayne State y los crecientes ataques de Trump contra estudiantes internacionales y inmigrantes.
Shame again! We have witnessed public services decline while our country is stripped and sold for parts.
Hemos presenciado el deterioro de servicios públicos mientras nuestro país está desmantelado y vendido por partes.
Shame! Shame! We have witnessed firsthand police officers abuse students who had united to demand an end to the genocide in Palestine. Shame!
Hemos presenciado de primera mano como la policía abusa de estudiantes que se unieron para exigir al fin de genocidio en Palestina. Shame!
Shame! Meanwhile, Wayne State administration continues to target and silence those same students through academic misconduct charges. Shame!
Mientras la Universidad de Wayne sigue castigando a los estudiantes que han participado en las protestas. Shame!
Shame! Revolution! Yeah. I have witnessed my dear friends with families who depend on them, have their visas revoked for no goddamn reason. Shame!
He visto mis amigos y familiares que les quitan sus visas por ninguna pinche razón.
While President Espy and our administration at Wayne State sat idly by. Shame.
Nuestro presidente de Wayne State se quedó ahí al lado viendo sin hacer nada.
They did nothing to combat these attacks on their students, forcing us to rely on the ACLU to protect our peers from the same president who is defunding academic research, strangling DEI initiatives, and sending ICE onto campuses to rip students from their classes. Shame!
No hicieron nada para combatir estos ataques contra sus estudiantes, lo que nos obliga a depender de la ACLU para proteger a nuestros compañeros del mismo presidente que está desfinanciando la investigación académica, sofocando las iniciativas de DEI y enviando al ICE al campus para expulsar a los estudiantes de sus clases.
It is because of Wayne State's admin's cowardice that my friends have felt compelled to self-deport out of fear of oppression from our own government. Shame!
Es debido a la cobardía de la administración de la Universidad de Wayne State que mis amigos se han sentido obligados a autodeportarse por miedo a la opresión de nuestro gobierno.
Shame.
Shame.
I stand before you today as someone who refuses to forfeit my humanity to fall in line with any regime which promotes white supremacist ideology in academia, continues to perpetuate the genocide in Palestine, spreads wider war to the Middle East, and who kidnaps students for exercising their goddamn right to resist.
Me presento ante ustedes hoy como alguien que se niega a renunciar mi humanidad para alinearse con cualquier régimen que se promueva la ideología supremacista blanca en el ámbito académico, que continúe perpetuando el genocidio en Palestina, que extienda la guerra al Oriente Medio y que secuestre a estudiantes por ejercer su derecho a la resistencia.
As a student for a democratic society, I demand an end to
Como estudiante por una sociedad demócrata, yo exijo un fin a
any regime that promotes the deportation of human beings out of this country.
Cualquier régimen que promueva la deportación de seres humanos de este país.
Any regime which puts profit over people.
Cualquier régimen que priorice las ganancias sobre las personas.
Furthermore, as an organization, we demand the rich out of our government.
Además, como organización, exigimos que los ricos estén fuera de nuestro gobierno.
We demand a free Palestine and the U.S. out the Middle East.
Exigimos una Palestina libre y que Estados Unidos se esté fuera del Medio Oriente. Oriente Medio.
We demand ICE out of our schools and our city by designating Wayne State and Detroit as a sanctuary campus and a sanctuary city.
Exigimos que ICE esté fuera de nuestras escuelas y fuera de nuestra ciudad y que Wayne State, la universidad y la ciudad sean una ciudad santuaria.
This is my warning to any administration, whether it be Wayne State, City Council, DPD, or a president that stands in our way.
Esto es lo que yo les digo a las personas, al cónsul de la ciudad, al alcalde o cualquier persona que se enfrente con nosotros.
There is no going back. The people are in the streets and we demand to be heard.
No hay vuelta atrás. La gente está en las calles y exigimos ser escuchados.
What Biden and Kamala didn't understand and what Trump is seeing now is that we will never give up.
Lo que Kamala y Biden no entendieron y lo que Trump está viendo ahora es que nunca nos rendiremos.
As students and the future of this country, we demand more.
Como estudiantes y el futuro de este país, exigimos más.
And we will not stop until we get what we want.
Y no nos dejaremos de luchar hasta lograr el cambio que exigimos.
It's because of this that as SDS, we like to chant, dare to struggle, dare to win. All right, so when I say dare to struggle, you say dare to win. You ready? Dare to struggle. Dare to win. Dare to struggle. Dare to struggle! Dare to win! Thank you! Alrighty, next up we have Nova from DARPA. There they are. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's hear it one more time for Nova!
Hello everyone, my name is Nova, and I am from the Detroit Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression.
Hola a todos, soy Norma y soy con la Sociedad contra la Represión.
Thank you all for coming out today. We are here today to show solidarity with our immigrant neighbors.
Gracias por estar aquí. Hoy estamos aquí para dar solidaridad con nuestros vecinos inmigrantes.
And we are here to stand in solidarity with the brave people of Los Angeles who are standing up to ICE, the LAPD, and the National Guard.
Que se están enfrentando con la policía y con ICE.
We know that ICE can and will be used against anyone Trump sees as a threat.
Sabemos que ICE lo van a usar contra cualquier persona que Trump vea como daño.
Whether they are citizens or not. This is why we must demand that the city of Detroit, the city of Detroit becomes a sanctuary city.
Van a usar ICE contra cualquier persona, por eso demandamos que la ciudad de Detroit sea una ciudad santuario.
We must demand that the city and all cooperation between ICE, the DPD, and Trump.
Exigimos que no esté.
We must demand that the city of Detroit
Exigimos que la ciudad de Detroit
end cooperation between ICE
termine la cooperación con ICE
and the DPD.
y el Departamento de Policía de Detroit.
We must also build community control over the police so we can protect our people in this city from police violence and defend our resistance from political repression.
Defendemos contra la policía y contra la represión política.
If we want to actively work towards change, we can't rely on the Democratic Party. We can't wait for the next election.
Si queremos hacer cambio real, no podemos esperar para el Partido Demócrata, no podemos esperar hasta la próxima elección.
We must build people power, and that starts in organizing in our communities.
Tenemos que hacer poder de la gente y eso empieza en organizando nuestras comunidades.
After today, the work is not done.
Después de hoy, el trabajo todavía no termina.
I urge you all to join groups like Detroit Community Action Committee, who are working toward making the city of Detroit a sanctuary city.
Les recomiendo que se unan a uno de los grupos, como el grupo que quiere ayudar a hacer que la ciudad de Detroit sea ciudad santuario.
Or Detroit Anti-War Committee, to get the city of Detroit to divest from genocide.
Únanse al grupo antiguerra que quiere que la ciudad no participe en el genocidio.
Freedom Road Socialist Organization, to fight for oppressed labor and nationality in movements.
Otra organización que lucha contra nacionalidad y movimientos.
Or join us in the Detroit Alliance to build community control over the police.
O únase con nosotros, Detroit Community Alliance, para formar control sobre la policía.
We are stronger when we are organized.
Somos más fuertes cuando estamos organizados.
Thank you all again, and I'd like to finish with a chant.
Gracias a todos y quiero terminar con un canto.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Thank you.
Let's hear it for Nova! That was their first speech ever, and it's in front of thousands of people. Incredible work this country. Our next speaker is from Detroit Anti-War. It is also their first time speaking. Wow. Out of all these people. And I think they're going to kill it. Let's hear it for Daniel!
Hello everyone, I am Daniel. I'm an activist with Detroit War Anti-Committee.
Hola a todos, soy Daniel y activista del Comité Antiguerra de Detroit.
Like many others who are here today, I'm a child of immigrant parents. My parents had to face hardships and struggles that are unique only to the immigrant communities of this country.
Como muchos otros aquí presentes, soy hijo de padres inmigrantes. Mis padres tuvieron que enfrentar dificultades y luchas exclusivas de las comunidades inmigrantes de este país.
As an anti-war activist and a child of immigrants, I know that firsthand Trump is using the same tools he has used to harass my family and community to silence those who dare to resist genocide.
Como activista antiguerra e hijo de inmigrantes, sé de primera mano que Trump está usando las mismas herramientas que ha usado para acosar mi familia y comunidad y silenciar a quienes se atreven a resistir el genocidio.
This repression can be seen with activists such as Janet Vizguera, who's been unjustly detained by ICE since March 17th as retaliation for her work with immigrant rights.
Esta represión se puede ver en activistas como Janet Vizguera, que ha sido detenida injustamente por ICE desde el 17 de marzo como represalia por su trabajo en defensa de derechos de inmigrantes.
Vizguera was leaving her work on break when she was surrounded by ICE officers and detained in a truck. The officers then proceeded to laugh in her face. Shame!
Vizguera estaba saliendo de su trabajo en un descanso cuando fue rodeada por agentes del ICE y detenida en un camión. Los agentes se rieron de ella en su cara.
This same repression can be seen with pro-Palestine activists such as Mahmoud Khalil, Mohsen Madwani, Yosef Chong, Omser Osir, and others who speak against Israel's actions continue to face increased surveillance, FBI investigations, visa denials, and deportations.
Esta misma represión se observa con activistas pro-Palestina como Mahmoud Khalil, Mohsen Madawi, Yosef Chong, Rumeisa Osur y muchos otros que denuncian las acciones de Israel, quienes siguen enfrentándose a una mayor vigilancia, investigadores del FBI, denegaciones de visas y deportaciones.
This repression has hit Michigan as well. On April 23rd, the FBI and state local police raided the homes of pro-Palestine activists in at least 3 cities: Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor, and Canton. Shame!
Esta represión también ha afectado a Michigan. El 23 de abril, el FBI y la policía estatal y local allanaron a las casas de activistas pro-Palestina en al menos 3 ciudades: Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor y Canton.
No one, no matter the country of origin, should have their basic democratic rights violated simply because they oppose genocide.
Nadie, sin importar su país de origen, debería ser violado sus derechos democráticos básicos simplemente por oponerse al genocidio.
It is clear that Trump will use Homeland Security as a way to strip us of all our rights and squash any resistance to his goals. Shame!
Es evidente que Trump utilizará el Departamento de Seguridad Nacional para despojarnos de todos nuestros derechos y aplastar cualquier resistencia a sus objetivos.
This very same Homeland Security receives cooperation with the Detroit Police Department, allowing ICE to act as federal agents who profile Latino, Arab, and Black community members.
Esta misma Seguridad Nacional recibe cooperación del Departamento de Policía de Detroit, lo que permite a ICE actuar como agentes federales que perfilan a nuestros miembros de las comunidades latinas, árabes y negras.
The tactics that ICE uses to target the immigrant communities is directly learned by training with the Israeli occupation. Shame!
Las tácticas que usa ICE para atacar a las comunidades inmigrantes se aprenden directamente del entrenamiento de la ocupación israelí.
This is why, as anti-war activists, we have called Palestine our compass. Since October 2023, Israel has killed and critically injured hundreds of thousands of Palestinians using bombs made by companies like General Dynamics, which are headquartered in Sterling Heights. Shame!
Free Palestine!
Por eso, como activistas contra la guerra, consideramos a Palestina nuestra brújula. Desde octubre del 2023, Israel ha asesinado y herido gravemente a cientos de miles palestinos con bombas fabricadas por empresas como General Dynamics, que sede en Sterling Heights.
These same bombs made by General Dynamics are being used by Israel to bring war to the broader Middle East. As recently as Friday morning, Israel has used our tax dollars to buy US-made bombs and collude with the president to bomb families in Iran.
Israel ha utilizado estas mismas bombas fabricadas por General Dynamics para llevar la guerra al Oriente Medio. Tan solo el viernes por la mañana, Israel utilizó nuestros impuestos para comprar bombas de fabricación estadounidense y se confabuló con nuestro presidente para bombardear a familias en Irán.
Israel and Trump are not satisfied with the continued slaughter of Gazan children. Trump continues to use Israel as a way to wage a proxy war against people the United States government has been trying to convince that are enemies for decades. Shame!
Israel y Trump no están satisfechos con la continua masacre de niños en Gaza. Trump sigue usando a Israel para librar una guerra indirecta contra quienes el gobierno de Estados Unidos lleva décadas intentando convencernos de que son nuestros enemigos.
Palestine has proven that the peoples of the Middle East are not and have never been our enemies of freedom.
Palestina ha demostrado que los pueblos de Medio Oriente nunca han sido enemigos de nuestras libertades.
It is our racist president, his cabinet of white supremacists, and billions of dollars that they sent to Israel to continue the slaughter while their big, beautiful bill threatens to strip us of our basic needs. Shame!
Es nuestro presidente racista, su gabinete de supremacistas blancos y los miles de millones de dólares que envían a Israel quienes continúan este masacre, mientras su gran y hermoso ley amenazado con privarnos de nuestras necesidades básicas.
Trump has used billions of our tax dollars to destroy families in Palestine and all Arab countries from Iran to Yemen, and families right down the street.
Trump ha países árabes desde Irán hasta Yemen y familias a la vuelta de la esquina.
Same as bombs dropping in Iran are funded by our tax dollars, so are the unmarked ICE agents. The very same forces that kidnap, murder, and separate families in Palestine are using right here in Southwest are one and the same. Shame!
Al igual que las bombas que traen sobre Irán se financian con nuestros impuestos, también lo que hacen los agentes de ICE sin identificación, las mismas fuerzas que secuestran, asesinan y separan familias en Palestina y aquí mismo en el suroeste de Detroit, los mismos.
Not only are we, as pro-Palestine protesters, justified in our fight, but it is clear why Trump has targeted us. Our opposition to Trump is interconnected to the opposition of Israel's genocide, Trump's proxy wars, and the war profiteers that provide the fuel for destruction.
No solo estamos justificados como manifestantes pro-Palestina en nuestra lucha, sino que es evidente que porque Trump nos ha atacado. Nuestra oposición a Trump está interconectada con nuestra oposición al genocidio israelí, a sus guerras indirectas, a los especuladores de guerra que alimentan la destrucción.
It is our solidarity with Palestine, with our immigrant communities, that has turned us into a force to be reckoned with.
Es nuestra solidaridad con Palestina, con nuestras comunidades inmigrantes y especuladores de guerra. La inversión es una forma de asestar un golpe de verdad a Trump y su administración genocidia.
Divestment is also unable to be separated from ending Detroit's police cooperation with ICE, which is one of the departments that the DPT works with and therefore learns the tactics of.
La desinversión tampoco puede separarse del fin de la cooperación de la policía de Detroit con el ICE, uno de los departamentos con los que el DPD trabaja y por lo tanto aprende de sus tácticas.
We must end all cross-training between our police and any other agencies that uses Israel's murderous, racist tactics.
Debemos poner fin a todo entrenamiento cruzando entre nuestra policía y cualquier otra agencia que utilice las tácticas asesinas y racistas de Israel.
It is for this reason we joined Detroit Community Action Committees, calling and making Detroit a sanctuary city.
Es por eso, esta razón que nos unimos al llamado del Comité de Acción Comunitaria de Detroit para convertir en Detroit en una ciudad santuaria.
If you think that your tax dollars shouldn't contribute to the destruction of families in the Middle East, or right here in Detroit, joining DCAC or us, the Detroit Anti-War Committee, is a great way to start.
Sí, es por eso.
Hey yeah! Fuck ICE! Fuck Trump! Fuck Israel! Okay! Next up we have the lovely Russ Ballant. of the anti-fascist organizing coalition.
I need a partner because I wrote it because I wanted to be very precise in what I said. Because I wanted to be very precise in what I said. Thank you, Katrina. The major precondition for martial law is to have dictatorial control of the regions, the cities, and the streets of a nation. Dictatorial control means the power to arrest, beat, imprison, deport, or kill people whose views, speech, and actions are contrary to the dictator. The United States is quickly evolving toward martial law. The Trump world military reaction in Los Angeles was not due to protester behavior. It was due to a long-held goal of Trump to militarize the streets. He does not want anti-racist rallies to influence America. When George Floyd and BLM rallies grew in 2020, he ordered the Secretary of Defense, Mark Esper, to put troops in the streets to shoot them. To shoot them, you hear? When Esper refused, he pushed police departments to, quote, clear the streets of the rallies. The police in Detroit and other cities began brutalizing citizens. In 23 and in 2024, Trump again talked about putting troops on the streets, about creating martial law. He said he could use the Army's Delta Force to kill his opponents, and that's a quote. 3 weeks, that would be mass killings on our streets. 3 weeks after Indivisible organized the April 5th Hands Off rally, Trump signed an executive order on April 28th to unleash police and to put the military on the streets. April 28th, just 3 weeks after the Hands Off rally. Let's understand the street difference here. The standard doctrine of police forces is the minimal force necessary to maintain order. The doctrine of the military is maximum force to destroy the targets. Military doctrine. So when he signed the executive order, he planned to use it for anti-Palestinian actions, for Palestinians solidarity actions to fight us, to use against anti-immigration actions, and to perhaps then use it under some pretext to counter anti-Trump rallies planned for the next year. Since he says he can kill his opponents, then there is a good chance he will build capacity to do so. He tried before and has different people now that will follow his orders. Let's highlight one of them. Troops will be under the command of Peter Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. Hey, I think you know who we're talking about here. Hegseth said last year, this is in November, that he was organizing, quote, an underground army for insurrection, and that he would remain underground. It would remain underground until it became operational. He is part of a religious cult that openly rejects the U.S. Constitution, including the Bill of Rights. And he calls for insurrection against it. That's what his underground army is for. Their leader wrote a book praising antebellum slavery in the United States. Their meeting halls are lined with portraits of Confederate generals. Joe Biden took the name of Confederate generals off of 8 Army bases. Hegseth vowed to restore the names of those Confederate generals on the Army bases. When Trump spoke at one of those bases last week, he praised restoring the Confederate name. That was at Fort Bragg. Hegseth fired black and female commanders, purged hundreds of books from the Pentagon Library that were anti-racist and anti-sexist. The religious cult that Hegseth is part of is known as Christian Reconstructionism. It seeks to replace the Constitution with Old Testament law and govern without elections by seizing power. Hegseth's leader, Doug Wilson, has said on podcasts that Christians must be ready to die for their cause. Their underground army is being formed from a K-12 network of 500 schools that they run across the country. They have said that these schools where they indoctrinate students are the boot camp for their underground army. This is something that nobody in the press is talking about. Okay, is that it? Okay, and again, this is the same person who said that slavery is desirable for everybody. This is the same person. The affinity for the Confederacy, I'm halfway through, the affinity for the Confederacy is telling not only for its base of bigotry, but its storied violence. When America elected an anti-slavery president in 1860, the Confederacy launched military operations before the inauguration of Lincoln and tried to overwhelm and defeat the surprised and unprepared northern states before they got their act together. This model, without the bloodshed yet, is the Trump world strategy of continuous political assaults that are now morphing into militarized assaults on unsuspecting and an unprepared nation. Okay. Keep in mind that when Trump issued the June 7th order to mobilize troops, it did not name LA as the target. It talked of states across the nation. So that is the policy that we speak of. If you are not persuaded that forces are not being mobilized for violence with a racist motive that undergirds the MAGA base, consider this. And this is not being reported in the media either. 1 year ago, a book titled Unhumans was published that was read in Trump world, but not unknown to our world. It asserted, and please listen to this, it asserted that anyone who believes in fairness and equality is a method of crushing unhumans on their opponents. They praised and wrote it. Now listen to this. This book is endorsed by J.D. Vance. This book is endorsed by Donald Trump Jr. This book is endorsed by Steve Bannon, who co-published the book. In other words, this call for mass murder is backed by the inner Trump missions. Trump released the January insurrectionists, January 6th. Know this, FBI Director Kash Patel announced that white supremacist groups are no longer a public threat and we're no longer being targeted for investigation. Thereafter, in the United States, he's importing apartheid world Afrikaners, but deporting other people, bringing white supremacists to the White House, making federal agents, masking federal agents while kidnapping without warrants, deporting racially selected targets to encampments in other countries, appears to mirror the stages of the Third Reich when they began the process of mass murder. It all started with deportations to other countries, consolidated. And since Trump has repeated that Hitler did good things, and he has said this to his people repeatedly, but he never criticized Hitler for anything, since his first wife, Ivana, said in 1990 that Donald Trump's favorite bedtime, she said this in an interview in Variety magazine, Donald Trump's favorite bedtime reading was Hitler's collected speeches. We need to really know that this is about that. The Trump team has openly promoted the AfD neo-Nazi party in Germany. since Trump is sustaining the mass starvation and killing of helpless Palestinians by his former longtime associate Benjamin Netanyahu, perhaps we should be putting the big picture together and prepare accordingly. When people anticipate these dark possibilities, they think about moving to another country. But Trump world has designs on Europe as well. France is close to electing a fascist leader for a year now. Italy already has one. Austria, England, Germany, Poland, and Hungary leaders have influential parties that have been growing based on turning these populations against newer immigrants. They are also forcing mass expulsions, and Trump world is visiting and standing with them. With his vision of controlling Canada, Greenland, and merging with European fascism, Trump can envision a third-term creation of the Fourth Reich. Getting very close again. Many of us see his determination to make permanent his one-man rule, even laws to limit the influence of the courts, while Congress has become servile. The Congress has. Universities, law firms, media outlets are bending to his demands. Our voices today are not just a vehicle for anger or venting. We are building the defense of pluralistic, democratic, and constitutionally intact society. We are doing that. Our rallies across the U.S. in almost every congressional district are the best hope for countering the hateful, anti-constitutional, well-funded forces that seek hegemony over us all. We must teach, we must organize, we must show out, because we are the basic antidote for the specter of fascism.
Let's hear it for Ross! Fuck Trump! Fuck ICE! Fuck Israel! Fuck Nazis! Fuck Nazis! Fuck Nazis! Alright, after that we have a poem from Audrey of We the People Descent. Let's hear it for Audrey!
Thank you, guys. Well, my name is Audrey Boryod. I am with We the People in Descent Indivisible. Usually, I do the call to action because I'm very much about action in those troubled times. Today I actually have a poem for you. Ooh! Why? I know, very surprising, right? Why? Because art is very much part of this fight, okay? We need everyone to connect and get together to fight this enormous threat. What is at stake is absolutely gigantic. And the threat itself, you all know that, is terrifying. But we're not terrified at all, because we are strong. We're here and we show up when our democracy is under attack. Seeing you guys here with your amazing signs, so creative signs, so powerful signs, gives me so much hope and strength and courage. Thank you for that. Thank you. A mini call to action, I promise, 2 seconds. Because, I just cannot help it. So, after the protest, make sure you're connected with activists, okay? You have a lot of amazing tables that all groups present today have put together. Connect with us. There are so much more going on beyond the protest. The protest that you saw here advertised on the media, well, there are so much more going on beyond the protest that you can do to fight and resist this regime. So I count on you. After we're going to, march and do many, many other things together. Make sure you grab a flyer at the table and you join a group. Okay. Are you ready for the poem? Okay, you're my people. America, I became American. By shimmering chance on a sea of change, and maybe a few swerving atoms and currents. He likes the poem. Along the mysterious pathways of existence, I became American. Who was I before then? This is uncertain. Even now, all draped and cradled in your soft, sleek flag, America, warmly welcomed in your Wombi land. All I know is, in the timid old world, I was born low, and low, despite your motherly largesse, I remain. But no regret, no woe, as I knew before I came, your dream had been a troubled one, if not an openly outlandish lie. And still I came, trusted you could be my mother too, through the ride, the grim, the mean, the dismaying mayhem of your ugly man, your harmed songs of America that I accept as my ruddy brothers. Please demand they say hi to the migrant who commit to stomach them. And if you were to deny me the care of a loving mother, as you have done for a long time, I've been told to your kids of color. And if you were to ramble, repeat the errors of the past, and add new ones, stir hatred up, treat me as an outcast daughter. And if you were to make the first election I cast my ballot my last, and if you were to lose sight of the rightful fight, threaten my and others else, or our peace, or right to happiness, like a child of a cruel parent speaks up for their tormentor, I would hold you tight and wrapped in my unconditional love, America, like a newborn who yesterday was my elder, for whom I am now responsible. And I would sing you a lullaby, America, and I would make you a better place.
Let's hear it for Audrey. All right, our next speaker needs no introduction, but I'm still going to introduce her. Why not? We have the lovely, the spectacular, the ever busy, hard-working Rashida Tlaib.
Detroit. I get a question all the time. How do you get your strength? Well, shit. I grew up in Southwest Detroit. That's why. I grew up with community mothers like Deb Sumner that told me what to do. When people tell us to shut up, what do, Deb? We speak truth to power. That's what we do. You know, one of the things that I want you all to know, and it's important, and I hope you all believe me, and I think you do because you're here today. You showing up like this to show that we're going to resist them kidnapping Michael, them kidnapping our family members, them ignoring Supreme Court decisions, them going around Congress to go to war, all of these fascist, unconstitutional, unlawful decisions only can be fought when we resist in the streets. that's a really good idea. It's when people protested, they marched, they boycotted. Many of them. Some of them lost their lives because they said our black neighbors deserve human dignity. And we know it's not even perfect. You see how they watered down the Civil Rights Act already. But we didn't get the right to organize unions because the president woke up one day and said it was a good idea. No! It's when we withheld our labor. When we unite against the fascist government, against Trump and his minions, because it's not just Trump, it's those in Congress that enable him, like John James. Congressman John James wants to be governor? No. You're going to tell me you're not cutting Medicaid? I'm watching those that are living with disabilities that are ill and sick and need Medicaid in his community be lied to over and over again that he's not doing it. He's sitting there just pressing the button for Trump. Pressing the button for Trump. But I'm not here to talk to you about Democrat, Republican, because let me tell you, I get these questions from young people all the time. Are we doing enough? No! But no one is doing enough in the establishment, political establishment. You know that too. That's why you all doing what you're doing and resisting in the streets and demanding that our families stick together, demanding that our rights be protected, demanding that our country come back for the people, by the people. It's when you all resist. I know it's been incredibly painful and overwhelming. The one thing I've learned growing up in the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, I mean, we birth movements. If there's any city that's going to end fascism, it's Detroit. I want them to try to come here and tell us what to do and see what happens. We're not going to turn our back on our Constitution and the rights of our neighbors, no matter their immigration status. The constitutional rights and the due process of our immigrant neighbors are our rights. When you step on your rights, you're stepping on all of our rights. And I want you to know, right in the mix of all this, is the corporations funding it. There are corporations benefiting from this fascist government. Every time we go and send bombs to kill children in Gaza, somebody's making money from it. They allow sick care to continue in our country. Guess what? Somebody is making money every time we get sicker. Every time they continue to say, climate crisis, I know climate crisis. Guess what? Marathon Oil, U.S. Steel, all these companies are the ones making money by allowing the status quo and allowing somebody like Trump and his minions to continue to deregulate and make sure that they have permission to pollute and poison our air and poison our water. So I want you to know, pay attention of who's funding this fascist regime, who's funding these members who will not take the courage to choose their people and the residents that sent them there to Congress. And they're choosing, again, greed and profit in their donors. I see it every single day. It is exhausting to watch them gaslight and mislead the public and say this is for the good of the people. No, it isn't. You all know it, and guess what? Your own people are rising up and saying, this is not what I voted for. But I want you to know, dissent in our country is a value that needs to be cherished and protected. And you all, in this park, in Clark Park right now, you are dissenting. You are dissenting and you're saying, not on our watch. Be proud of that. Be proud of that. As I look around all of you, I remember what Pastor Bland Jr., black pastor in my district, reminding our country is not divided but disconnected. When I look at all of you, You don't have to have a zip code in Detroit to understand that fascism hurts all of us. Many of you have your stance in why you're here. Maybe immigrant rights, maybe free Palestine, maybe LGBTQ, may it be fighting to make sure workers are protected, may it be saying you will not dismantle education in our country, may it be whatever issue. The more we are connected, the more dangerous we become to this administration. So I want you to continue to rise up, because I want to remind you always, whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! I want them to hear you. Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! I love you. Please be safe. We all got each other's backs.
What y'all think about Rashida? Fuck the corporation! Viva la raza! All right, next up we have the incredible Donovan McKinney. Tell us about yourself, Donovan.
What's up, Detroit? I like to say what up, though. Can I get a what up, though? Oh, I love this. I love this. Hey, it's great to see everybody here at Clark Park. I mean, there's so many actions happening, not just here, but all across the region, all across the country. Give yourselves a round of applause, y'all. For those who don't know me, my name is Donovan McKinney. I'm a two-time state rep. I represent Northeast Detroit and parts of Warren and Macomb County. I'm also running to be your next congressman right here in the 13th district. I'm running against an oligarch, multi-millionaire. Y'all might have heard about him, Sheree Tanner. Can I tell you a little bit about our congressperson in name only? He literally earlier this week was pissed me the hell off. He's done a lot of things. But what was unfathomable was that the fact that he signed on to a letter and voted on a House resolution this week to thank ICE. Unbelievable. He not only represents the blackest city in all of America, but he represents some of the most populous Latinx communities in the entire country. And for him to say that ICE is doing a damn good job, what the hell is wrong with him? You guys know I serve in the state legislature. Earlier today, y'all guys heard about the news what happened in Minnesota? 2 Minnesotan state legislators, Democratic state legislators, state senator and a state rep. I was very close with the state rep, former speaker. Literally, they were gunned down in their own homes. In their own homes. The state rep, her and her husband ended up dying. Fortunately, the state senator and his wife, they made it through the surgery. They're doing okay as of right now. But I have to say this was a political attack. And we all know this. Hatred has no place in our communities, man. No place. But we can all agree on something, because no matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, in between, if you guys don't even care about government, at the end of the day, we're all humans first, right? And we must call out not only the fascism that's going on, not only the racism and the classism that's going on, but we must call out the hatred that's going on. Because our kids are watching us every step of the way. And speaking of our children, how many people know what went on in the state legislature earlier this week? How many people know that the House Republicans passed an education budget that cut all of our categorical funding in K through 12 schools. From at-risk funding to our funding for our special needs students, to our funding for after-school programs, to adult literacy and education. They literally slashed everything and then want to come around and say to us, hey guys, we're giving an increase in per pupil funding, but that increase is offset even more because those categoricals are cut. And for those who don't really realize what the hell's going on, that means less money in our children's educational system, in our schools, so our teachers can do what they need to do. But more importantly, what's going on is that the lives of our kids are at stake. Education is a lifeline. Everybody believes in that, right? And right now, everything is being cut. Now, right now, I'm getting calls. I represent the poorest house district in the state of Michigan. $14,000 is the median income of my current district. $14,000. That's a little over $1,000 every single month. But when the average rent in our region is what? $1,200 to $1,600 a month? Right? Can everybody say rent is too damn high? Rent is too damn high! Absolutely, rent is too damn high. So that's all your money there. Not to mention, right, child care costs. Child care, I pay in child care more than I do in my own mortgage. And I can only attest and actually get what you guys pay for day in and day out for child care. It's unbelievable. Not to mention the other kitchen table issues, right? You got gas, you got groceries you got to worry about, you got insurance, right? You got so many things on your plate, but guess what? The wages aren't going up. More and more our bad actors in the corporations, man, they're getting wealthier and wealthier by the day. And that's why I introduced legislation last term. I just reintroduced it with State Rep Dillon with Gala last month that takes all corporate money out of politics in our state. And when you guys send me to Congress, I'm going to fight alongside the amazing Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, and guess what? We're going to overturn Citizens United. Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Man, I'm so proud of you guys for being here. Guess what? Please do not lose hope. Whatever you do, because this right here should give you the inspiration you need to keep fighting. We know it's tough times. We know that Republicans don't give a shit about us. And we know that Democrats, listen, we know, I'm a Democrat, but we know that Democrats have our own issues too. Yeah. And we're not perfect. Right. And we're not perfect by no means. And we're all serving corporate interests right now. But we have to continue to use our voice collectively, come together, organize, mobilize, and understand that we have the power. We have the power. All of us. All of us. We have the power. And when you and guess what? These Republicans and Democrats alike, they scared of an election. We got an election next year, no matter if they like it or not. And everybody here better use your constitutional right to vote, because guess what? That is under attack too. How many people know, and I'm going to pass the mic after this, how many people know what's going on in the U.S. Supreme Court with our birthright citizenship argument? If you're born in this country, does that make you a citizen or not? That's literally the question posed amongst our Supreme Court. And I tell you this, people think this is about our migrant community, our immigrant community. Yes, it's about them too. But in reality, representing the blackest city in all of America, this is about black people. We're under attack as well. All of us. All of us. All of us. Let me tell you something. If the 14th Amendment is rolled back, you guys know what's on the books right now, still in our U.S. Constitution? Black folks is still considered 3/5 under the Constitution. old draconian laws on the books need to be eliminated immediately. Immediately. But more importantly, if we don't step up for each other, our most vulnerable populations, our communities who are under attack, what the hell are we doing as Americans? So when I say, listen, when I say stand up, you say fight back. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Then it's an honor and a blessing to be here with you guys. My name is Donovan McKinney, and I'm running to be your next congressman right here in the 13th district. God bless, man. God bless.
Thank you, thank you. Let's hear it for Donovan! Let's get Shree out of that damn position! All right, next up we have Jackson from Freedom Road Socialist Organization. Hi everybody, I'm happy to be here, standing with y'all. I see a crowd of fighters. What does this look like? I'm ready to stand up and fight back. What about you? I'm happy to be here because there's a fact of history. People have only ever won anything from standing up and fighting for what they want and what they need. We can't win things from asking for it. We can't go up to that wannabe dictator Donald Trump and say, will you please stop? We gotta stand together and fight. That's what I'm happy to do here for. Right now, I also want to first start off with solidarity with LA. Those people are in the streets fighting every single day against those racist pigs they call ICE. And Donald Trump's jackboot thugs in the National Guard and in the Marines. We stand up with the Chicanos, Latinos, and Mexicanos. We're fighting for their national liberation. The founding of our organization is a combination of dozens of different Chicano national liberation organizations, like the Brown Berets, led by famous people like Carlos Montes, who led the East LA student walkouts. Yeah, see, when we speak truth, it makes them mad. They know that they are weak and they are failed, and there are many of us. I see a crowd of thousands here, and how many haters and Trump thugs do I see? Just about one. That's why I know, at the end of the day, what we are fighting for will win. And what are we fighting for? We need to fight for revolution, a real revolution that puts bread on the table, that gets the police out of our communities so they can't maim people, that gets the soldiers off our streets, and citizens that have lived here for decades have the right to not feel scared for going to a restaurant or merely speaking their national language of Spanish. I'll say it very loud and I'll say it very clear. There's not a single thing wrong with what is going on in LA. That is what justice looks like. It's people fighting back against dictatorship. Just as we saw in Minneapolis with that dictatorship that Trump tried to put in the first time, like Derek Chauvin putting a jackboot fucking knee on George Floyd's neck. What happened? What did we do? People marched, we put Derek Chauvin in jail, and we burnt down a fucking precinct. And I know violence can be a very thing, and I'm not saying to do violence, but I'm saying we need to support those who are willing to take direct action against Trump and dictatorship. I'm not going to sit here and say what they're doing is wrong when they're tear gassing toddlers, they're tear gassing children. What are you supposed to do against that? You stand up and you fight back, and as a collective, we will win. It's our mission as a collective to stand with our oppressed nationality brothers and sisters and the working class to build revolution. And I hope all of you who want to build revolution, want to build a different society, not a society where people like Elon Musk can put billions of dollars into elections and rig them, but a society where people are paid a real fair wage, where houses are not just free but a right for everyone to have a house, a right for everyone to have health care. And that can't happen under our current rotten system. We need to flip this power pyramid upside down, that right now the rich are on top and the poor are on the bottom, and we need to flip that and put the poor people and the working class of this country in power where we can govern ourselves. Finally, I'll say, a quote from our political secretary, Mick Kelly, is that throughout history, there are tests, and you either pass or you fail. Right now, Donald Trump, he's failing that test. Right now, those racist Republicans in Congress, they're failing that test. ICE, failing that test. Yet at the same time, Democrats like Sri Thandor, who just signed on to support ICE, they've also failed that test. Any politician that's failed to support real change, like fighting for a sanctuary city and ending DPT-ICE cooperation, has failed that test. So I look at all you, and I look at everyone in this crowd, and I know together we can fight, and we will pass this test of history, and we will win! Viva la raza! Viva la raza! Viva la raza! When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? All right, one more. I gotta quote Michael because it's the best chant of the day. Dare to struggle, dare to win. 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 Thank you all. Let's make this country ungovernable and kick Trump's ass. Brilliant. All right. Next up is some members from the AFT. Get on up here. Don't be shy. There you are. Let's hear it. And whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose schools? Our schools. Whose schools? Our schools. Whose city? Our city. Whose city? Our city. My name is Terrence Martin. I'm the president of the American Federation of Teachers, Michigan. Yeah! And I'm proud to be here with you today, along with teachers and students and community members here in solidarity to fight back against fascism. We are gathered here today in the most vibrant neighborhood in this city, a neighborhood in which I grew up in. I'm here to tell you one thing, that there's no place for fear in our classrooms, in our communities, in our country. There's no place for fear. As educators, we know that when one child feels unsafe, all children are affected. When families live in fear of being separated, students can't focus on their future. That's why today is about affirming the humanity of every student and every family, no matter where they came from. In our schools, we teach the Constitution. We teach that all have rights. The right to speak. Yeah. The right to learn. Yeah. The right to belong. Yeah. So we stand here today, not just as teachers and students, but as a united voice.
saying we believe in birthright citizenship. We believe in due process. We believe that immigrants are not threats, but threads in the fabric of this country. And we believe that no child should grow up in the shadows of raids, detention, or deportation. To the young people here, I see you. To the young people here, I see you. You are powerful. You are leaders. You are the reason why we continue to show up and fight each and every day. Because your dreams matter. Your lives matter. We are not here to elevate one single person. We are here to lift each and every one of you up in solidarity, together, to fight back. Because these are what? Our schools. Our schools. Our city. Our city. Our country. Our country. Give yourselves a hand. I'm joined here today by a student from Western International High School. From this very neighborhood. To talk about the deportation of his friend Michael. Give it up for our very own student from Western International High School. Give it up for our students. Because this is the reason why we show up each and every day in classrooms across this city. This is the reason why we are out here fighting each and every day. Give it up.
How y'all doing, y'all? As y'all heard, I'm a student from Western International High School. My name is Julio Henry. I'm probably here to speak here today. At first, I was a little nervous, to be honest. And I was thinking over the weekend, man, I was a little scared, but like, this ain't the time to be scared. We gotta fight. This ain't the time for everybody to be sitting around hoping things gonna get better. We gotta fight. We gotta stand here today. We gotta show them we're gonna be here. So I'm here to speak out today. There's so much going on in our homes, our city, our nation, our community. I've been going to school here in this community for a couple of years now. I got to know some cool people, my teachers, my friends, this whole community. I just love it. It's so strong. Like, I feel the energy. And in this community, I got to learn the struggles. And these struggles, we gotta fight for this, man. This ICE stuff, our community, this Trump stuff he been doing, man. I can't curse here right now because my mama here, y'all. So I gotta keep it Christian. But yeah, I'm just here to talk with y'all. First of all, I just want to talk about how Trump been affecting the nation. As y'all seen in LA, these protests, they start out peaceful. But the police, ICE, they wanna escalate this. Like the people before me said, they wanna tear gas children, babies. We can't be letting this happen. They sent Marines, National Guards to LA. And crazy thing is, all that's gonna cost $134 million. Like, this what our tax money going to? We should be using this for the people in need. We could be assisting people who really need it. Why are we using it for the government? To fight the people? They supposed to keep... Like, man, this stuff is really crazy, y'all. But yeah, like I said, these protests are peaceful. Some people, like, man, my bad. Let me come up for a bit. Not only is Trump an oppressor, we call him so many things: a fascist, a dictator, white supremacist. But what we all agree on is he should not be our president. Man, we are scared to go outside. Aren't they taking people with and without papers? Like, what are they doing? They're not fighting for the right thing. They should be on our side. He abuses his power for himself. He should be using it for the people, for us, for our community, for the people of the United States who need it. So let's think, what's becoming of our country? Are we even united anymore? But that's why we're here, to show them we are united. People like us, legal or illegal, does that even matter? We are here in the United States to come together. Our diversity is what makes the United States the United States. It's in the name. We are united. We are the ones who built this country. We made it to what it is today. If it wasn't for us, would this country be united? We have to stick together because we are a community. We have to protect each other. We can't let ICE be taking these families away, the children. We have to fight for the children, the future generation. They are the hope of our country. Now, like Terrence said, I'm here to talk about one of my peers, my friends at school, May Cole. He was on his way to a field trip that the school provided. Driving with his 3 friends to go to a field trip, and he was stopped by police for a traffic stop. And for some reason, the police called ICE on him. Did he even need to do that? As of now, May Cole has been deported. So let's give a moment for him. We can't let this happen no more. We can't let children be taken away from their families. We can't let this trauma keep going. Like they said, we can't have the children live in the shadows of the violence. We have to fight for a better country for the children, our future community, the hope of our country. And it may be hard to protect ourselves against ICE with them coming with guns blazing and they violence. But we have to try our best. The collaboration, so even local police, not all local police, some of y'all chill, I know some of y'all. But local police are sometimes working with ICE agents. And that collaboration creates the trust with the people. The police are supposed to be helping the people, our community. Overly violent with the people that been taken away. And as of now, over 140,000 people have been deported and in custody, and 7 people have died in ICE custody. This really sucks, y'all. I can't, man. our community, our people. We can't let this keep going on. Things are getting too far in this community, for this nation, and even globally. But let's start off small. Let's start with the community, and we'll go big. We'll keep each other safe, and not only that, like I said before, and I keep saying it, we're going to fight for the hope of the community, for the hope of the future, the youth. That's what we're here for. I just want to end things off with, no one is illegal or stolen land. Thank y'all for having me here. I'm Julio. International. Let's fight, people! Yeah! Let's hear it for Julio! Ice out of Southwest! Ice out of Dearborn! Ice out of Detroit! Ice out of Michigan! Ice out of the U.S. Fuck ice! Next up we have Gabriela Santiago Romero from here in Southwest.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. As has been mentioned, my name is Gabriela Santiago Romero. People know me as Gabby, and I'm the proud Detroit City Council member right here in District 6. Welcome to District 6, everyone. I am the first queer woman, the first Mexican immigrant to be elected to City Council. And right now, all of our communities are under attack from our Palestinian neighbors, our black and brown immigrants, our queer and trans kids. We need to build deep love and solidarity among all of us. As a social worker, a community organizer who is now elected, I work deeply with other local progressive elected officials across the country. And right now we are asking our communities to co-govern with us. I know there's a call to demand the city to be a sanctuary city, but this will do nothing if we don't have policies to stand behind it. We need policies that will hold police accountable. I have talked to my colleagues in LA and Chicago, and they have told me, if you become a sanctuary city, you will become a target. I refuse to put a target on my community's back. I will not do that. But what we can do is fight together for the policies to protect them. Please, I'm asking that we work together instead of attacking one another. The left has continued to lose the little power we gain, which leads us to losing the progressive gains that we make. The governments will not save us. The governments will not save us. Only mutual aid, only community coming together will do that. I know that we can co-govern. We did this together when we organized, we played inside-outside game. We became the first city to pass a ceasefire resolution in this country. We did that together. We are living in a very scary time, y'all. Democrats, progressives, locals are being targeted. Just this morning, 2 Minnesota lawmakers have been shot, killing one and her husband. We are only 6 months into this fascist government. We need to come together to protect each other. No resolution will do that. Only we can do that. We need to organize, mobilize, build capacity, and create systems of care. We need you, all of you, to be a part of ICE Watch. Be volunteers to be quick to respond when we hear that ICE U.S. Marshals and Border Patrols in our neighborhoods. You need to put your bodies on the line. Get to know your neighbors, jot down their numbers, call to see how they're doing. Do you have an undocumented family on your block with young children? Offer to take them to school.
Do you have elders that are scared to pick up their medication to go to the doctors? Give them a ride. Find translation services. Be of help. We need people who are not just willing to be allies. We need to be comrades and to be loving neighbors. I love you all deeply. I love you so much. I'm pushing us to do better, including myself. I can work with you to pass the policies we need and create the systems of care we deserve and to ensure that our people are safe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying no to a fascist government that wants to tear our communities apart. We cannot let them. We will not lose. This is not the first time in history that we've had to fight a right-wing government, but together we can fight to make it the last. Freedom and power are a constant struggle. We need to be vigilant. We need to be disciplined in our solidarity. Listen and follow the lead of impacted communities. And remember that we need to lead with love and care for our folks. I have been incredibly overwhelmed and singing a little tune to myself to make myself feel better in these times. And I'm wondering if you could repeat after me. Oh, Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, I got you and you got me. Oh, Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, I've got you and you got me. Thank you all so much.
Let's hear it for Gabriella! So when the Republicans ask you to leave someone behind, what do we say? Hell no! When the Democrats ask you to leave someone behind, what do you say? Hell no! We don't leave anyone behind! Alright, anyway. Next up we have the Detroit Community Action Committee with Marcel. Let's give it up for Marcel!
Check. When I say fuck, you say Trump! Fuck! When I say ice, you fuck! When I say fuck, you say ice! Fuck! Thank you guys. Hi, my name is Marcel Ulacia, and I'm here representing the Detroit Comité de Acción, a grassroots organization whose main campaign is to establish Detroit as a sanctuary city. Nationally, we are an affiliate of the Legalization for All network, a fact we are extremely proud of as our sister organization in the L4A network. Central and Orange County CSO are the same organizations leading the charge in Los Angeles and Orange County. Standing up to brutal ICE raids, fighting back to free people unjustly detained by ICE, and showing people across the country, looking at Los Angeles, we don't have to take Trump's terror tactics lying down. We can and we will fight back. We thank them for their bravery in standing up and defending our communities against military occupation and brutal, inhumane, and illegal action by ICE and the National Guard, and showing that Chicanos, Mexicanos, Central Americans, and other Latinos have real power. We just have to stand up and fight for it. In Detroit, the Detroit Community Action Committee is fighting to make Detroit a sanctuary city. And with that, ending Detroit police and ICE cooperation. People ask us, why are you fighting for a sanctuary city? They say, look at Chicago, Minneapolis, LA, they're sanctuary cities and ICE is still there. And we say, exactly. Because when a city declares itself a sanctuary, ICE loses its local backup. No police handovers. No data sharing. No city resources used to hunt people. ICE is forced to move in the dark. No support, no cooperation, no safety net. And what happens then? They slip up, they show weakness, they get exposed. Communities mobilize faster and harder. A sanctuary city isn't the end of the fight. It's a weapon in it. It is a direct line in the sand. We won't help them. We won't turn on our neighbors. We'll organize, defend, and resist every single time they come. They want to operate with impunity. We say not in our city and not on our watch. Gabriela Santiago Romero claims that fighting for sanctuary city policies does more harm than good. But let's be clear. Walking away from your central campaign promise the moment it becomes politically inconvenient is not leadership, it's abandonment. Sanctuary city policies are not symbolic. They are one of the most effective ways we resist the Trump-era racist attacks on our immigrant communities. These policies limit collaboration with ICE, making it harder for the state to criminalize and deport our neighbors. That is a fact. A fact. That's why in places like Los Angeles and Orange County, the federal government resorts to deploying the National Guard because sanctuary policies prevent local police from being weaponized against our communities. In this moment, our communities don't need hesitation. We need leaders. We need representatives who draw a clear line in the sand. And this isn't just about one person. This is the message to the entire city council. Every week, we show up to your meetings. We call for an end to DPD and ICE collaboration. We demand real sanctuary protections. And yet, time and time again, our demands are met with silence, delay, or outright dismissal. Shame. Whether it's a bigoted administration in Washington or city leaders here at home, we must hold every official accountable when they break their promises. I'll end with the words of a fellow organizer and dear friend. It is absolutely wrong that they would rather blame what is happening in cities like LA and Minneapolis on their designation as a sanctuary city rather than the police and politicians that cooperate with ICE and Trump who give complete freedom to raid our communities. Intentional or not, when you turn your back on sanctuary city policies, you place yourself in direct opposition to the needs and demands of hundreds of thousands of people across the country. I say it's lip service. And that is why today, we voice our opinions loud and clear. We want ICE out of our streets, and we want Detroit to be a sanctuary city right now. I am the child of two immigrant parents who feel the same violence being imposed on our people nationally. I can tell you right now that they are the most hardworking people I know, and they have lived here for over 30 years. They deserve to live in peace. We cannot ignore the violence being perpetuated by ICE in LA. Flashbangs, rubber bullets, riot gear. All these weapons being used on people who just want their rightful freedom. Shame! People, human beings who don't want to be sent to foreign lands and live in a prison where God knows what happens to them there.
Right!
Families stripped away from each other. All the while, the constant threat of their own house being trespassed by state officials is looming over our brothers and sisters' heads. I say enough is enough. And on Donald Trump, oh boy. When I say fuck, you say who? Fuck! 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 Let's not forget that. Donald Trump thinks we fear his threats. I'll ask you guys, are we afraid of the little man's words? Are we? Are we afraid of the lackeys he sends our way? The reason he strikes us so cowardly is because he is the one who is afraid. Afraid of what we'll do when we get together and organize against these attacks. And so, I've been going on for a while, so I'm going to go to my Spanish speech for all my Chicanos and Latinos in the crowd. ¿Dónde están mi gente latino y chicano? Me llamo Marcelo Udasi y estoy representando al Comité de Acción de Detroit. Nuestra campaña principal es hacer de Detroit una ciudad santuaria, donde todos podemos sentirnos seguros. Soy hijo de 2 padres inmigrantes cubanos y déjame decirles una cosa, los inmigrantes son la gente más fuerte que conozco. Esta economía se rompería por completo si no fuera por sus esfuerzos. Hoy estamos aquí para luchar contra las fuerzas violentas de ICE. Creen que tenemos miedo. Piensan que no vamos a luchar mientras nuestro pueblo está siendo violado. ¿Y qué decimos a lo que piensan? Decimos, ¡chingue la migra! ¡Chingue la migra! ¡Chinga la migra! Donald Trump, desde que tomó el poder, ha estado lleno de odio y miedo. Y ahora está enviando a la Guardia Nacional en nuestros barrios para disparar balas de goma y que nos golpean a palos. ¡Shame! Estos cobardes, los agentes de ICE, el mes pasado detuvieron a un niño de la escuela. ¡Shame! That's right. Pensé que solo iban a por los criminales. Hay ciertos políticos también que no están de acuerdo con nuestras demandas. ¿Qué digo? Digo a la lucha ahora. Levántate con orgullo, con tus hermanos y hermanas en Los Ángeles, que han elegido defender a nuestro pueblo contra las fuerzas opresivas. Lo que necesitamos ahora es mantenernos organizados. Miren a sus compañeros y compañeras y sepan que hay personas a su lado que no corren frente a la opresión. El camino de la lucha será larga, pero como dijo un famoso mexicano, Vicente Fernández, que no hay que llegar primero, pero hay que saber llegar. Ya sabemos quién es el enemigo. Todo lo que tenemos que hacer es unirnos y defender la liberación de nuestro pueblo. Una más. ¡Chinga la migra! ¡Chinga la migra! ¡Chinga la migra! Thank you all. Thank you guys.
Let's hear it for Marcel! ¡Viva la raza! ¡Chinga la migra! All right, we're about to engage in a challenging endeavor. We're going to get 5,000 plus people over to the ICE building down that way. You got to keep your eyes out for high-vis vests. They're going to help guide you there. There are banners, and there's going to be a loud-ass truck with speakers on it taking us there. I want to start in that corner over there. This is no short march. If you don't think you can make the march, you can get in your car and you can protect us on the rear end. Hop in that car and we'll organize a car caravan for those who cannot make the 2.5 mile walk. This corner, this way. 2.5 miles to the ICE building, 2.5 miles back. If you